What is up? What is up, guys? This is Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I am Mark with the Mic, and I'm joined by Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
We got a lot of wrestling to cover this week. We got our review of the greatest Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia WWE Network special. Shit was 5 hours long. It had prayer times.
Oh, okay. Understood.
And so we'll go into it. We go into the political side of everything, of what a lot of controversy is going on with why the women weren't there and all that shit. We'll explain it and give our take on it. I have a little bit of Impact Wrestling for you. I watched the last pay-per-view and the show after the last pay-per-view.
Okay, nice.
And I have a good. There's a lot of good, a lot of bad.
All right.
It's equal, but it's kind of give it a chance, but don't expect a perfect thing.
Shout outs to their YouTube though, because I've been watching a lot of the highlights and they've been putting up a lot of the current. I've been catching up that way, so I kind of know what's up a little bit.
Also, follow their Twitch.
Oh, okay. I will make sure to do that.
Their Twitch actually show they actually show like the last episodes and shit sometimes.
Okay.
Also,
nice.
that GWN network, the Global Force Network, they actually it's for free. You can watch the last week's episode. You don't have to be a subscriber to watch for last week's episode.
On their Twitch as well?
No, on their
on the actual network.
It's the app, yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, that's really cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So I'll definitely check those out. Okay.
So so a lot of wrestling to cover today. I guess we will just start with their greatest Royal Rumble because I think that's going to be the biggest thing to be discussed.
Yeah.
Yes, the women were not part of it because in Saudi Arabia it's against their beliefs in having women in scantily clothes or just women themselves just not being participants. Even if you notice in the arena, there was a big space between the people in the front near the ring and the crowd behind them because that was the royal family in the middle.
Ah, okay, understood.
And they had a big space between the royal family and everyone else.
Okay, all right.
So there's a lot of like I guess it would be religion, right? Religious beliefs, and the women they actually got in trouble because of their sports authority thing.
Yes,
the fact that one of the WWE commercials for the Backlash has the women shown.
Oh, understood. Okay,
and they did get in trouble for that, but it wasn't a big thing. It was just minor, and they apologized to everyone for showing that.
Okay. I mean. Do you know if it was the same if it was the same party who invited them there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But again, they cannot show that. That's not America. It is a different country and different things work over there, and that women are not one. That's why the women were off this roster and off the pay-per-view.
Wait, give me your take, because you said you wanted the idea you had would have been better, the women's event.
Yeah, so basically all the guys were pretty much sent out. There was probably over 75 of the WWE roster sent out, all male, and they pretty much gave the women off. Like the women didn't do a show or anything. They should have probably had them star in their own house shows while this was going on overseas.
Yeah, I agree with that. Give them something to put something else here to put on. Like that's number one. Number two is just like, okay, we understand the foreign rules, but this is still WWE, and we still have the women, and we still want them to be empowered, right? So let's do what we got to do.
Yeah,
there should have been a ride along bus edition with all the girls in it.
Oh, okay, okay, why not?
What, them watching it?
That too. I would have loved to watch that, to see them all interact with each other.
Yeah, I think it was just more like they could have did something for the women's behalf. They could have had them tour with NXT that weekend, or they could have had them tour with 205 that weekend. Not all of 205 Live was over there.
This is true.
So there's a lot of things they could have did with the women's division and stuff like that. But yeah, women are not allowed in that pay-per-view because of the whole Saudi Arabia thing. Even the one that Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss did a couple months back, they had to be fully clad. They couldn't show anything whatsoever. They couldn't do certain moves and do a lot of things. They had a lot of restrictions in their match.
Yes. Okay.
So they again, little by little. Also, Sami Zayn was not there because he is from Syria, and they have a lot of issues.
Yeah, I understand. There's actively war. There's actively war going on there. So
yeah, so
I was just shocked he wasn't in the Rumble. I was like, number 50 hit, and it was somebody else. I was like, whoa, where's Sami Zayn? Like,
yeah, because he's from Syria, and yeah, there's a lot of issues there, and he's very political with Syria, and also raising money and all that stuff. So he decided not to. He didn't want to be part of it.
Yep.
And they gave him the option to not be a part of it, and he just declined it.
Yeah, again, this whole political part makes me feel bad for them because they're not the workers, the people doing the job.
Yeah,
they're not a part of this. They don't, they're not politically motivated or anything. They're trying to put on a show, but there's this huge thing around the show that makes it like, I guess, bigger than it is. You know what I mean?
Because it is a big opportunity. It is also kind of a peace kind of thing with America.
It's like that's what they have in their hearts. They want to do that and make it a positive experience, but all this drama with the because of the belief system and the way people feel about it, it turns into controversy and whatnot. So
yeah, and people are just straight out ignorant too.
That's true.
That doesn't help either.
Yeah. But they gave us a kind of I'll call this more of a glorified house show than an actual pay-per-view.
I can see that.
Yeah. Pyro.
Yeah, they had like a special pyro outside.
Fireworks, man. If you were special, you got fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I didn't know Bobby Lashley was that special. He got pyro.
I saw
that man pyro.
He almost killed somebody too.
I know.
Take his pyro away.
Yeah, no more pyro for Lashley.
Yep.
That's it, man.
And watch,
they even have hair.
Watch, Apollo Crews would be the one that suffered, not him.
Imagine.
I thought he was the other one.
That's not the one that fell all over.
Damn.
All right, let's get started with this Greatest Royal Rumble review. All right, let's make a little comparison. Which Royal Rumble you like better? the first Royal Rumble or this Royal Rumble?
If you mean the actual Rumble, I like this one better.
Yeah,
but,
the other one, yeah.
Yeah, the other one that happened this year. Yeah, this one was better. This one, it had more moments for me that was like, oh, that's kind of cool because this dude is whooping ass. But like the other one was
All right, so let's get started. John Cena versus Triple H.
It was a surprisingly good match for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
And I was like, damn, Triple H, he really took that God of War comparison to heart because he looks like he is trying to be Kratos in the movie.
Yeah. Solid match. Good back and forth. Wasn't that long. They actually just did their basic run of matches.
Yeah.
You ever watch a John Cena Triple H match? They pretty much did everything they've done in those matches and just put it in this one.
I'm just saying, I don't understand why John Cena's mentality when he tried to do that leg drop while he was standing up. It's just like, why are you doing that? Don't you commit? Don't commit. And he committed. It just looks stupid. Like I know they called it a Triple H. Yeah, like they called it a Triple H counter. Oh yeah, he countered it to he said a spine buster first.
It looked like he just landed on his butt.
Yeah, and it was just like, where were you going with that?
What grade do you get this match?
I'll give it 3.5. Like it was legitimately fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I give it 3.5 as well. It wasn't a bad match in any way.
Okay. I give it the same.
I like that he addressed whatever he was going on in his personal life.
Yeah.
He was glad to be there. That was pretty cool. Addressing it, but not addressing it.
Yeah. He's gonna be in Bumblebee.
Is it gonna wear jorts?
Bumblebee?
Huh?
Is the Bumblebee gonna wear jorts?
No, he's pretty much gonna be the buggy and shit. It's gonna be like a side movie of Transformers.
Yeah, but I mean, when he transforms into the human shape, is he gonna be wearing jorts?
No, it's not Cena though. Bumblebee is not Cena.
No. Whichever one he is. Oh, is he gonna be the human?
He's the human.
Oh, he's the human.
Yeah.
Ooh. So is he gonna wear jorts? Is he gonna wear jorts in the movie? Please.
Probably. You know what's funny? Most of his movies he wears pants.
Yeah, I know.
He don't wear shorts.
What's up with that?
Right? He's not loyal to his fans, is what that is.
He's not being true to himself. I see you, Cena. You selling out.
Phony. He's like everybody in Hollywood. Phony, man.
They wear pants, man.
Bunch of phonies.
Sold out, bro. Cut those pants, bro.
I saw him with loafers on once too. Shit.
No shit.
Turn into a dad, man.
He went from Jordans to like I think those are.
He always wears the Doesn't he wear the? Doesn't he have Under Armour?
No, it's Kmart.
Oh, he has a Kmart brand. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a Kmart brand. Those are the sneakers he wear.
Okay, John Cena keeping it real.
Yep.
Real cheap.
You know, you working in the
because he has a
station. You gotta get you a pair of sneakers quick. Get you some John Cena's.
He has a kids clothing line.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Next match: WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Cedric Alexander versus Kalisto.
Probably the cleanest match of the night.
I'll say this was one of the top matches. I say this and probably the ladder match, but yeah, this was probably one of my favorite matches of the night.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I know it'll go underappreciated, but these two guys put on a hell of a show, and props to Kalisto for pulling out shit I've never seen anybody do.
Yeah.
Like, when he jumped off the middle, when he jumped from the inside, landed on the middle row, I was like, what? How do you judge the distance?
Oh, when he does the flips, the front flip, right?
Yeah, the front flip.
Yeah, he jumps over the top to hit the middle.
And I'm like, wow. Like, and he sat there for a second. So it's just the science of how did he get his legs to go into a spot where he could literally sit there for a second, like, and not fall off. Like, that's crazy.
And then the Spanish.
Say that again?
You almost said Spanish, and I did the same thing. It was the Arabic announce table.
Yeah. No, I was saying I didn't say. I meant to say he did the Spanish fly, he did the springboard.
Yeah. That's
that
also
was actually pretty sick.
The way he does it, yes.
But yeah, he could be the next Ray Ray. He has the skills, and he already has the heavyweight titles.
Mm-hmm.
He's 2-time U.S. champ, so little by little, Kalisto will get it all.
Yeah, hopefully.
He just gotta stop being nervous on the mic.
Yeah,
he's not bad on it. He just gets nervous.
You know what his thing is? Maybe he needs the Lucha House Party like to be around him, because ever since he's had them, he's been like a step above what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've never had a bad promo or a skit.
Yeah, I like their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really solid match by both of them. Really good stuff between the two. I would rate this 4.5.
Yeah, I'll give it that too. That's like you said, the ladder match is probably the only match I would give like an equal score because it was just great.
Yeah.
So same for this one. Great match.
What do you give it?
I enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5.
3.5? All right. Next one. Raw Tag Team Championship match. The Woken Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Am I the only one who doesn't like this team up?
I knew it was gonna happen.
I don't dislike it.
I don't like it. I don't know. I'd rather see Bray by himself.
I would have accepted
he
this.
shined for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would have accepted this if he would have went like to like the obsolete Wyatt, and he was like a nothing kind of thing, kind of like how Jeff Hardy was when they first did the whole storyline.
You should dress all white or something. Be different. Showed up looking the same. I'm like, okay. His hair's not even wet. Nothing.
He looks like a butcher.
Here's the thing. The
Yeah.
only thing I'll say about it that I think is really positive is that, you know what? Bray Wyatt's got something going on. So you know what?
He's
Fuck
on
it, I'll take
TV.
it.
I can't even be mad. He's on TV.
But at the same time, my criticism for it is he's not committing enough. Like they're only going a half step. Like Cesaro and Sheamus works because they committed. They didn't have any of that shit before they were the Bar. Like remember they fought each other, blah blah blah, and then they became the team. But fucking, they didn't have the jacket, they didn't have the hand gestures, they didn't have the Super Saiyan thing, the fusion. They didn't have anything that indicated that they were a team. And now with him and Matt, it feels like they only do the entrance, and is like when you look at the tag moves, they're not that great. Like it's different, like a different level with Cesaro and Sheamus. You can see what happens when you commit to being a two-man tag and you get all these cool ass moves and shit and a real cohesive entrance, and then you get Matt and Bray Wyatt and it just looks like they're kind of forced to do this.
The only thing they do,
they want to be relevant.
Yeah, the only thing they do as a tag is, oh, it's wonderful.
Right.
Yeah, but like,
wants to be on TV. All right, tag with this guy. Shit.
But okay, here's the greatest indicator. Yo, when Bray Wyatt comes out and they do his part of the entrance, you see how fucking like they were in a foreign country and the entire arena's lit up. Like that's how dope he is.
Yeah.
But he's still that Bray Wyatt, so you identify with just that, even though supposedly he's not the same guy anymore. Like
supposedly,
when you change a character, he hasn't changed enough. That's the only thing I feel like. This is still kind of, he's just nice, right? He laughs more. That's the only difference. So I don't know, but I like the match. You know what I'm saying? Like the match was okay. But like I said, like they don't feel like they commit enough for me. So yeah, it was like a 3. But I was just happy to see him do something.
Right.
More work.
What do you give it?
Me? I gave it a 3.
3.5. I didn't hate the match. I just don't like them as a team. But the match was still good. Like I love seeing Cesaro do his thing. I'm glad he's still on TV, so keep the bar going.
Well, they're on SmackDown now.
Yeah, there you go.
And then it just felt weird. Like you kind of felt like, yeah, they're not gonna win the match. They're on SmackDown.
Yeah, like there were some things I see. I was hoping for this to be actually a big thing with some of the titles like being moved. Yep. Like I wanted the US title to go back to Raw. I wanted the IC title to come back to SmackDown. But none of that happened. You know what's funny through this the whole pay-per-view besides the Bludgeon Brothers?
Okay.
All the baby faces won.
Huh. Okay. I didn't realize that.
Besides Lesnar, I don't know what.
Like, I think he's still a good guy.
Even Jen, you know, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to it when we get
to it. All right, so I gave it a 3. Next match is United States Championship match: Jeff Hardy versus Jinder Mahal.
I fell asleep during this match. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Jeff Hardy did a whisper in the wind with a fart,
and the fart caught and almost incapacitated him.
Yo, I cannot believe that happened. I just like, yo, what? No. And they were struggling on commentary. Yeah. They were struggling not to shit on him.
Corey, I give it up to Corey Graves. I don't know. He must have caught him with part of the wind of his foot. I'm not sure. He sells the mistake so well. I almost believe him. Except
exactly. If Michael Cole would have said the win, it must have been the win. Like I would have been okay. Yeah. Like now Jeff Hardy has magic powers. Okay, I'll buy it.
His brother Nero, bro. He got
you know what I'm saying? He classified himself as obsolete, so
he gave you the full definition of the whisper in the wind.
I wanted to like the match, but that threw me off, dude.
Yeah. This was a 2.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.5. I give it a 2.5 because I like the guys. But come on, dog.
You know, their match on Raw was so much better. They actually had a really good match on Raw. Then they go to this, and it's like,
Yes.
It's like they went a step backwards.
Yeah.
I think maybe
Fuck them, they get it too.
I think they might have been fucking nervous. Well, but I mean, then again, it wasn't just fault. It was just gender Y.
Its timing was off.
Like it's by like such a small percent in real life, but it's more than enough that it seems like forever.
Yeah.
That's the part that kills me.
They get a point apiece. So they get a 2 out of me.
All right. Next match. SmackDown Tag Team Championships: The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos.
All right, this was another very good.
I blinked and I missed it.
But I like the match. Like it was another. Listen, this whole night was punctuated with that last match we just talked about. That's pretty much how the night went.
Yeah.
So I'm happy this match was clean and botch free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I think a lot of people were nervous. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, Bludgeon Brothers did their thing. Again, it was like I kind of see what they're going for with them is they don't want to just stick with the feud with the 2 top teams anymore. So they're probably gonna win all their matches with New Day and Usos.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. So
they bring that dominant tag team. They're trying to build them as that dominant team.
They probably want them to fight more people in the division too with those belts. So yeah, I didn't think they were gonna lose.
Okay,
I liked it. I gave it a 4.
They did the Ascension 3 years ago.
You know what? All right.
Ascension should have been.
Yeah.
Coming in, going through people, leaving. That's the way the Ascension should have been. They just said, fuck it, we'll do it with the Bludgeon Brothers.
You know what's funny is that they should have done it with the Wyatt family too.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
This was a tag team that should have been done this a long time ago. They were a really good tag team in NXT. They were dominating in NXT as well. Remember, they were tag champs in NXT.
I don't know.
Right.
Who do you blame for stuff like that when it's like the potential? It wasn't even the potential; it was sitting right under their noses.
I think it was also the injuries because I know Eric Rowan was out for a while. Then Luke Harper did his single thing. He got the IC. He won the IC title, and then he got hurt.
But then when he came back to SmackDown, they were both. They were both okay.
And then they were pushing Luke Harper.
There was that whole thing.
Yeah. And they were pushing Roman too. He was like a baby face, and he was coming out to Michael Myers music and shit. But he just didn't catch on. Luke Harper, on the other hand, he should have been the one to fight Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but, I believe so.
Yeah, it probably would have been a so much better match instead of the fucking slideshow.
Exactly. Fucking what a waste.
Yeah.
But
other match, the tag match was good. I expected it as well. I thought it was going to be a dominated tag with some offense from the Usos. But again, at the end of the day, the Bludgeon Brothers are being sold as this dominated tag team. They did the job. So I gave it a 3.75.
Okay. Where you at, Japstar? You didn't see it?
3.5. No, I saw it. 3.5. Okay. It was just way too quick. There was very little offense by the Usos. I was expecting a little bit more, just a little bit, and it wasn't. So you
probably get more of that in Backlash than what you was gonna get here.
Right.
Next match is the Intercontinental Championship match: Seth Rollins, The Miz, Finn Balor, and Samoa Joe.
The Miz was on a roll.
Yeah.
He was all over the place.
The coolest part for me was his entrance was cool because when he pointed the second time, that's when the fireworks went off. Yeah, they showed it. I was like, "All right, Miz, you got to stop," because whoever's in the truck probably told him when. I'm just like, he's so on point. It doesn't even make sense. Why is he not the champ? Anyway.
I mean, it was a fun match. I say this was my match of the night. It was probably the most fun match there. I hate Seth Rollins' Tron outfit.
I liked he looked like
Multiple Man.
I was gonna say Multiple Man. Thank you. I was like, yo, he looks like Multiple Man. That's okay. But didn't he have that one already though?
Yeah, it was like, you really you got wearing pants.
And I'm like, why you don't got a red one? I'm just saying, you missed to burn it down. Come on. Anyway. It's still a dope match, but you know what? I appreciate this match for one thing. I think this is on par with like that match I told you about that the Young Bucks had that what ended up being a 3-way when it wasn't supposed to be ladder match. where people are slowly acclimating to the fact that you don't have to be slow on a ladder.
Yeah.
If everybody's engaged, like if all the people involved are willing to find a way to stop you from getting up there if you go fast, then it looks better. And props to everybody in the match, because when they did try to attempt it, it wasn't that fake. Oh man, it sure is hard to climb this ladder, man. I only got hit once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
gotta groove like 5 rungs now.
Exactly. They didn't do that, and I'm so happy that's slowly getting phased out in ladder matches. Like, props to Seth Rollins. That was dope, dude. Like, he did what everybody keeps saying they would do if they had their created character. Why don't you just jump on the ladder and steal it? Okay,
exactly.
Okay.
He's the architect, baby. You gotta architect something else.
You know what I'm saying?
Like ladders, for instance.
I mean, like, the match was dope, and shout outs to Finn Balor for taking the belt to the head.
Yeah,
apparently that shit is strong, dog. You got to be a champ to hold that belt, because he got busted open by the belt. But like, yeah, that's how you do a ladder match, man. That's for real. You don't have to kill yourselves to do a ladder match.
And you don't have to stick to the same formula of walking, a mile a minute up that ladder. No matter how big or small you are, you can't be going the same speed as Kane going up the ladder. That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
If you're smaller, you definitely got to go faster. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And the fact that it took this long is crazy.
So I give it a 4.75.
I give it a 4 or 5. It's tied for me for the cruiserweight. Still dope.
It's a 4 only because there was no face paint Balor. There was no Demon Balor.
Yeah, and they've played a package showing the Demon many times.
I knew they were gonna do it in this event.
Man, they need to stop doing that.
They're really holding out for that Demon shit.
They gotta stop doing that. That teasing, man. Stop that.
That's how they get you. And then when it happens, you're like, oh my god.
I don't know the heartbeats. I'm get tight. It's all regular ass losing Finn Balor
oh
that's
shit!
Kind of a giveaway now. It's like he doesn't win unless he's Demon Balor in a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
most of the time.
No, you might be right. That might be, since he's been on the main roster. I don't think he's won if he wasn't the Demon.
No, he has won
on a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
he won on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, he has won matches in pay-per-view.
Huh.
Man,
it was probably like close to the beginning or some shit.
Like,
I remember he had one with the club and he won. So yeah.
Oh, yeah, but see, again, that's with the club. I'm talking about solo, like by himself.
He hasn't really had many matches on pay-per-views that was by himself.
Yeah, that's funny too.
Right,
that's also another thing. He's always in a triple threat or a 4-way or a tag, a big tag match or something.
Well, he beat Seth Rollins for the IC title. Again, the IC title match.
But was it on a pay-per-view?
No, that was on a Raw.
Yeah.
I can't.
No, he does. No, because straight up, he does win on the show. He does win, but like literally on pay-per-views.
I'm talking about pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Like, he's losing. Like
I can't even think when it was the last time he actually had a singles match on.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's always like a 3-way or 4-way, or it's not just a one-on-one match. All right, next match, WWE Championship match: AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
A personal favorite of mine, but not, it wasn't the cleanest match, so I would take points off for that. But I love heel Nakamura.
Me too.
And his mannerisms and the little things he changed up from being regular Nakamura, like, I appreciate that. Like the sliding in and out of the ring in the cool ways, the way he looks at AJ when he does something dirty. Like when he hits him in the leg or something, like after damaging him or doing a cheap shot, he would look at him and you just look, he's just like a dick. He's just smirking at him and smiling, like, oh, he does that cocky walk. Like, love that shit.
I'm really digging heel Nakamura. I'm digging the new theme and everything.
I like the theme too. Yeah, I'm digging it.
Yeah, I agree.
I need subtitles though.
You speak English. You understand?
Exactly. You understand?
That's the purpose. He doesn't want you to know what they're saying.
Nope.
Because he's saying something crazy, probably.
And
yeah,
I will say kudos to the commentators. It's mostly Corey Graves that brings it up, but he always brings up the fact that you never know what's going on in his head because he doesn't say it.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing about the character Shinsuke is that you never know what's really going on in his head, whether he's really bad or good or just testing or, he's just having fun. Like, you never know because he doesn't say. He just tells you to speak English and fucks off.
Or just tired of AJ shit.
Yeah, even that. Like, he just doesn't want to say it. Fuck it. You need to know.
Deserve low blow.
Oh my god! If it fucking was it you? Was it you? No. I thought it was Jay that told me that, but like, I heard somebody say like, I think it was Sam or somebody else because I think he had Rosenberg on his podcast recently, and it was like there should be a shirt, fist to dick. You can't get away with it. But it's just like, yeah, that's pretty much it. They can't say it on commentary, but you know the deal. It's not knee to face. It's fist to dick.
He gets the whole region. It's not just the dick. He gets the whole. He's Shoryuken.
Elbow to junk.
It's hilarious though. Like every time, and then how much force he puts into it. I was like, I've never felt.
He keeps it there, like
yeah.
So funny.
And then
like
it's just
old kung fu type. You're like,
yeah, exactly. He doesn't have to make that face.
Yes, it's great. It's
he
great.
did it again, so that's why I give this match a 4.
I was.
It wasn't the cleanest, but like,
yeah,
he can't sell knees for shit. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. He can't sell his legs for shit.
I said this.
We said that since the who
Balor. No, Balor. Balor went straight technician on him. And he kept going for the leg, and he couldn't sell the leg for shit. And
he sold it for 10 minutes and then stopped. He said, "Fuck this, me, I'm out of here."
And in this match, he did it for less time. That's what's fucked up. I was like, God damn it, he didn't even try.
That's what I'm saying. Stop going for his leg. Go for his arm. Go for his chest because that's where he will sell. If you sell his money, like his money moves, pretty much his legs. All his moves are mainly his legs. So I was like, stay away from his legs. Work on the upper body. Work on his hand, arm.
Just stop giving a shit. That's the fuck. It's fucked up.
Man. But I really enjoyed for what it was. I was fine that was a count out because it leads into another match at Backlash. They're gonna fight for the title at Backlash.
But like, for real, dog. If a dude you kept fighting in a professional setting kept punching you in the dick, you get pissed off.
Exactly. I want to kill this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop hitting my dick, yo.
But you know what? Not only did he punch him in the dick, but he laughs at it too.
Yes. And he holds the pose, like, so he's still there. Like, yeah, I did this.
I'll give you an example. Tristan tried to do that shit to me once, and he thought it was funny. And I swung at him. And he didn't think it was funny anymore because he almost got knocked the fuck out by my giant fist.
I don't like that shit.
Oh, I didn't like that shit that day. Believe me.
Oh boy. Yeah, you could believe that.
Believe that.
Believe that.
Oh,
he almost got a Superman punch if he wasn't careful.
Yeah, I give the 4. I liked everything about the how angry AJ Styles is at him too. Like he sells him, I'm so pissed that you punched me in the dick so many times. I just want to kill you, kind of thing. And he sells that in the matches with this. Yep. He does sell it. So I'm like, all right, I'll be pissed too. Like I want you to This is my thing, and I said this a while ago too. I think it was for the Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler rivalry. If a dude pretty much made you a bitch in a promo and telling you how much your career sucked, wouldn't you, instead of waiting and circling around each other, wouldn't you just attack the motherfucker?
Yes.
And that's what I want to see. And that's the thing. It's like, yo, you punch me in the dick 5 times. I'm gonna fuck you up once you get in this ring. Right or wrong?
Yep, you're right.
Let's hope we see them back. I hope Backlash, after they do the names, he just runs at them.
I hope, you know what? Maybe this could lead to fucking AJ using the club now as like fucking lackeys. But then you can't do that because that's a bad guy move. But you know what I mean? Like, he needs some type of, you know, something to be on equal footing because he keeps getting hit in the dick.
You know, one thing I'll give SmackDown, I like the fact that he used Carl Anderson.
Yeah, see? You kick my friend. It's like kickboxer.
Yeah.
You kick my friend.
No.
He just put He's gonna make his ass submit. Say it. He's gonna say it in Backlash. He's gonna sound like fucking
Tom with the top hole. Yeah.
You know what I could see happening in Backlash? And AJ going to attack him and going fishes and shit, and then he accidentally hits the referee, and then Nakamura's gonna low blow his ass again. Kinkaza and take the title.
I hope so. Maybe, or he just maybe AJ's wearing a cup.
What I hope happens is AJ just low blows him. And just fucking wins.
But you know what?
Go fuck yourself.
You know what? AJ, this is karma. He did it to Dean Ambrose, so
he certainly did,
and he deserves all these low blows because he did it first.
Yo, okay.
You can't tempt karma, man. Karma don't forget.
Oh,
AJ's
karma came back.
Yeah, exactly. AJ's dick knows that now.
All right, next match. This was bad. The Undertaker versus Rusev.
Yeah, I like the match up until the end, where he nearly killed him again. But
you know, at least it was better than the John Cena one.
It was. I like that match because it was John Cena getting beat up. But yeah, it was a better wrestling match than that.
Yeah.
Like Rusev got offense off. It was a legitimate back and forth. Like, I understand what it means to fight Undertaker, which is like basically, hey man, he's saying you. That's his way of showing respect to you, is having a match, because you know there's people who still have never fought the Undertaker.
There's only certain few people he actually will wrestle.
Exactly. So that's kind of like, in a way, it's as good as gold, if you want to say that. I mean, sure, I'd rather see Rusev with a belt, but whatever. But yeah, he still almost killed Aiden English.
Yeah,
which is
not good.
Not good. But you know it wasn't on purpose. You know, it was like, they just you could see he was too low. You could just see it.
Yeah.
So is what it is. I'll give the match a 3-5, but like I still say, damn, this entire night was plagued with like bad things that could have went real bad.
Yeah, that's true. So take it. That's what you get for not bringing the women. Anyway. Yeah, the match was a 3 for me. Like, I like the fact that Rusev actually got offense, but the match itself wasn't that great. And I've seen better casting matches and more drama into it. So it did what it did. So I give it a 3.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 as well, because like, I know Rusev's not winning this.
Yeah.
Why even pretend or give myself hope? But what are you gonna do? I gotta leave, but before I go, I need a Titus Worldwide T-shirt ASAP.
Yeah,
ASAP.
He needs to capitalize. Yes.
Dog, me and Jen were laughing like the whole time they were talking about it. Every time they played, we couldn't stop laughing. Cause I was like, "Whoa, what happened to him? How did he get there?" And I was like, "Thank the gods, they replayed it like 4 times, and he laughed every time like it was the first time. It was ridiculous."
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, how did he do that? How did he do that? What banana peel? What invisible banana peel he'll blame it on? The way he slid into that ring cartoonishly.
You know what? I think nobody remembers this, but there's a lot of people saying that it could have been worse than it was. I think the one thing that really saved him was that I think they didn't put the ladders back under the ring.
Oh my God.
Or having the LED lights on around the ring.
Yeah, that would have been bad. But somehow, I think if it had been that, it probably would have been a different situation of him not actually running. Like, I don't know, maybe because maybe you do think about that more when you know that's a solid object in front. I don't know, but like, yeah, those ladders not being there probably saved his ass.
See, I needed to watch it because, all right, I posted a picture, well, I reposted it from Botchmania, where is the toy of the Shockmaster holding a torch and passing it to the toy of Titus O'Neil.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this a reference to? And then I saw that and I put, you know, when you like a light bulb just goes off?
Uh-huh.
I was like, oh, that's why.
Yeah. That's it.
Because I even posted in the wrestling, but I was like, what is this reference to? And I was like, I guess I had to watch it, and I did, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah, it looks painful.
It was a gift and everything. Yeah. It was a gift and everything. It was so great.
And it's not the first time it has happened to me either. This is the second time he felt like that.
Damn.
Yeah?
Yeah, during when he first was in NXT. He was doing the beer with the keg. He was doing the running with the keg, and he fell the same way.
So a wrestler brought that. A wrestler tweeted that out too. Like, yeah, what about when he fell with the keg? I was like, huh? Oh shit.
Yeah, he did fall before with the keg.
Wow.
So yeah.
Shout outs to Titus O'Neil. I'm glad he's okay.
Titus,
and apparently he was joking about it too. They showed a picture of him like the day after, I think.
Yeah.
Posing in front of the ring. Like it's a funny shot. It's him, and then it's like a long stretch of the ring. So he's way in the back. Yeah. So he's not the focus of the picture. It's funny.
You know,
and apparently it's his birthday. So happy birthday.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm glad he's okay.
Body.
Yeah, I'm glad he's okay. Other than that, I'm glad he takes it as a joke as well. He just got over.
he just keeps getting over. Like, yeah. I'm glad.
Right.
So it was, yeah.
He better capitalize. All I'm saying is there better be a worldwide shirt called the Worldwide Slide or something like that. It's gotta be.
Oh my god, something. We need something.
Yeah, I can't take credit for that hashtag, but like he better use that shit. Like, dude, it's almost like the way Rusev Day became a champ. It was so organic.
Yeah.
This happened. Don't let it just fade away. It was fate. Accept your fate. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Play it up.
I'll give you a review for the last match, Lesnar versus Roman.
Lesnar versus Roman was okay. It was only okay.
Bullshit. Jen called bullshit because this dude's feet was clearly on the floor first before Lesnar. Because Lesnar's feet was on the gate, not on the floor.
And they were up.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Go ahead.
No, I was like, we were both standing like, what the fuck? Like, clearly his foot was on the floor first, Roman.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, what's going on? Like, why are they still giving it to Lesnar? I was like, oh, that's such bullshit. I can't take it.
Yeah, it sucks when you can see them give the ref the power to change the script just so it can fit the ending. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, oh, it didn't go according to plan, but you know what? The ref's word is final, and he said Lesnar, even though the rules say what the ref said. So fuck you. And it's like, boo.
Yeah, like, exactly.
That's the kind of shit I don't want to see because that's the type of favoritism towards a person is like, I see it. Boo. You lost, dude. Like,
you clearly lost. By you guys, mile, you lost.
Roman Reigns probably hurt himself with that shit. There was no way.
He dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, there was like, I'm glad that was only.
Who dislocated his shoulder?
Roman
Reigns.
When he fell off the cage, it looked like he landed on his head, but he actually hit his shoulder. But I'm glad he hit his shoulder and not his fucking head as hard as he could.
Yeah.
Like, because there's no way to fucking protect yourself when you're falling head first like that.
Big E, every time he does that shit, scares the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
But he rolls really well, and he has such big shoulders that it protects his neck.
Yeah, big everything.
Yeah. So I'm like, every time he does that spear, fucking scares the shit out of me. But I was happy that Roman was okay after this. He did not hurt or anything. Yeah, this is the thing I was saying too. I was like, hold up, Roman his feet touched the ground first.
Mm-hmm.
is the fact that when you spear, your legs are down. Fucking Leslie's legs were up. And then when he got off of him, he was on the floor. He's the one that actually touched the floor.
Oh, God.
Right.
So sloppy.
That's why it didn't make no sense. Like, what?
Now we got to see Monday Night Raw to see the bullshit.
At least we know Botchamania is going to be full.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a grand episode. That's just going to be like 20, 30 minutes long.
Yeah.
The Davaris were there.
That was kind of fun. I you know what? I didn't hate that. I didn't hate that.
I actually like that. Who was the sumo guy in the Rumble?
They say who he was. But I guess he's a friend of somebody. I think he was a friend of Mark Henry or something like that. That's all I know. They were talking about the relationship he had with somebody. So,
last but not least, the Royal Rumble, 50-man.
Oh yeah, you are talking about it. Yes, the 50-man greatest Royal Rumble. Was it the greatest Royal Rumble? Hell no. But it was actually fun to watch.
You know what? Not for nothing, but goddamn, Daniel Bryan fucking being number one in this and lasting all the way to the end.
Right, with the ground meat on his chest.
And fucking just busted his ass through the whole fucking match, too. Mm-hmm. It just shows that he's back and he's 100% back.
And Roderick Strong was a surprise pick, too.
Yeah.
Being there.
But I think they just all around know that he's special because he keeps everywhere he goes, he doesn't disappoint. NXT 205, like this Rumble right here, like he doesn't disappoint. That dude is really good.
There was guys that you forgot that were on the roster that came out. There's guys. There's guys
that giant guy from NXT.
I've seen Dan Martha before. He was part of the.
He was supposed to be big shit.
He was part of
trainer. I was like, oh shit! One of the NXT trainers is coming into the Rumble. That's crazy.
No,
but he was supposed to be a dude.
No, Dan Martha was part of. He was part of the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he was.
But they had promo packages for him like before he debuted, where he was supposed to be a big deal, and then he had like 2 matches, and that was it.
Yeah.
That explains it. But
you had Babble.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Which I kept saying, and Jen kept laughing because she thought I was making it up. But I was like, no, that's actually his name. And every time I said it, she just kept laughing. Like, she didn't believe that was a real name.
Yeah, he's pretty much the bodyguard of this dude. What's his name? The fucking cruiserweight. I forgot his name. I just looked at his thing too.
Daivari?
No, in the NXT, Lou Rush.
Really?
He's working with Lou Rush right now in NXT.
Okay.
So he's pretty much like his muscle and shit. So it looks like they're building Lou Rush as a heel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tucker Knight was actually really good.
Yes. Yeah, he was on the highlight.
I was very happy to see him in it. Roderick Strong really did great shit in there.
Goldust look good too. Still look good.
Yeah. But we had number 1 and number 2 be Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler.
Mm-hmm.
We seen Mark Henry. We seen Kurt Angle.
Who was surprisingly good.
Sadly, Great Khali.
Yeah, but you know what? Thankfully, they put him in a spot where it was like, okay, he wasn't in it for that long, and he won't be in it for that long.
Yeah. I was happy to see Gulak and Tony Nese.
Me too.
And they're also not being treated like a cruiserweight. They actually
Tony Nese had a skit with New Day. Like, he had a whole thing. He was dancing with him, and he got carried and thrown off for the top row. Like, he had a whole thing.
I was like that. I was happy with the New Day members. They all did their own little thing. I was disappointed with no Kofi moment.
Yeah, R.I.P. the Kofi moment. You better come back next year.
Right.
But other than that,
also their tag team thing was pretty cool though. Where he carried him on his back to the top and then turned into an extra level for him to jump off.
Yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, there was some cool things. Like if you watch Daniel Bryan too, like he was always doing something.
Yeah,
like he was legitimately like, getting either beat up or like putting like some actual effort into the match. He reminded me of like Shawn Michaels, how he used to be when he was in a Rumble, where he was always doing something.
I like the fact that Kevin Owens thing still went in to Bryan, he went straight after Daniel Bryan. Shane McMahon
they had the
came
Shane moment.
They jumped on him. I was really hoping, but I knew it was not going to happen, that Daniel Bryan will kick Shane McMahon off.
Yeah,
I was hoping that happened.
I was thinking, like, are they going to tease some tension between them? No, they were okay. I'm like, all right.
And then sadly, we've seen a really bad botch from Bobby Lashley.
Unfortunately, that could have been a career-ending botch. That's the type of shit you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Like for me, that was the one bad spot in the entire Rumble. Like, because I would have given like a 4.5 for my enjoyment, but like that whole thing made me kind of sour on just Bobby Lashley. Since he got in there, he was going like 100 miles a minute, and you could see him rushing.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's the only dude really doing that. Like, he's the only one that's rushed. Like when he was doing the clotheslines with Elias, you could see he was off.
Yeah.
Like, how you off on clotheslines? Elias was turning around. And he was like trying not to hit him on the side. Like, he did that thing of, I can't hit you unless you're in the position I put you in, which means I'm not going to innovate. I'm just going to try to do it again. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not how the greats do it. So if you want to come in here and be a top tier wrestler, you got to change how you do shit.
Yep.
Can't just force your move on somebody.
Yeah. And that's what he did. Like, he fucked up the first time, and then he forced it the second time, and that's where it fucked up.
Yeah, his pattern the entire match. Yep.
Happy to see Rey Mysterio again too.
Yeah, and he looked good.
Hey, sure.
Also, did you notice Bobby Roode sold the hell out of that slow ass 619?
Yeah.
Because I forgot who was choking somebody out right next to him. Rey Mysterio didn't have enough room to get full speed. So he did a really slow 619, and Bobby Roode took the hit and flipped and rolled backwards like he just got kicked with a shotgun. I'm like, wow. Wow.
It was cool seeing Ray. I liked his costume.
Mm-hmm. Was that like a reference to anything? Was that a superhero?
No, it was just the colors of the flag of Saudi Arabia.
Nice. Okay.
And it was also cool seeing Jericho again.
Fucking with his pasty white legs. Did you notice? That just kept bothering me. He's been tanning, but with pants on. He's been wearing shorts or something. Like, I was like, why is his legs so white?
I was like, Jericho just got rushed there and he didn't get a chance to tan.
No, he did not. But he still looked good. Like, he moves as good as he's ever moved. So I'm not mad at him. Whatever.
Yeah, it was good seeing them.
And cool that they still remember the rivalries. Kevin Owens. So like you said, the Tuesday rivalry was still intact. The Kevin Owens and Jericho rivalry still intact. Like just everybody who was beefing currently, they actually showed interest in beating up the guy they had a fight with. It was just don't just forget you hate this guy.
That's wrestling.
You know? Yeah. So it was good. I liked it.
It was a good event. I was fine with it.
Here's my one thing I would change. I would have gave Mojo more eliminations. That's it.
Who?
I feel Mojo. I still feel like he's a good talent, but he never gets to do anything great anymore.
I think he came in and on fire though.
But he didn't like eliminate mad people. Like I wanted the way they gave Braun Strowman a lot of eliminations. I feel like they could have gave him a few less and like Mojo more. Like I feel like he's the one dude. Like I want him to have something because Baron Corbin came in and was fucking amazing. You forgot to talk about him. Like he came in on fire.
Baron Corbin was fucking great.
Like I'm digging how he knows to go under the rope and he could use that to his advantage. And it doesn't seem like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah.
And you just go, oh yeah, he could do that.
Yeah.
But like he's another one. Like I don't know. But anyway, still good. Still a 4 for me.
4. I give it a 4. It was quite long, but I like the fact that they cut the time of each entry.
Yeah.
So instead of 2 minutes, it was like a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So cut down a little time off of that. But I like how most of the Rumble, I think the Lashley big casting, they need to really told him something about that shit because it honestly the forced suplex I kind of give both the blame because Cass didn't go with it either.
Yeah, you could choose to not do it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
and they could have did it so a different way, or Cass could have just pushed off and they could have just readjust, but they didn't, and it was got to a point that it was so close to the rope as well. So if he would have went down on that rope, that would have been his fucking neck.
Any part, like if any part of his body would have hit that rope besides his hands, he would have been done because you can't recover from that because the rope would have pushed him in a fucked up angle or something, man. Like,
so Lashley got to be a lot more smarter than that. Again, I'm not crazy about Lashley. I could really care less he's there.
I think he is, again, I think it's good potential, but right after that, he's not really showing me nothing.
Yeah,
special. Like I need to see him in a good singles match with somebody.
Yeah, I feel like they just have him there just to be there, and he hasn't really done anything.
I feel like he's gonna end up like Finn Balor, where he's got the potential to be great, but they keep sticking him in multi-man matches, so he can't develop anymore.
I feel again with him being there, I think maybe after Backlash, you might start seeing something more developing with him.
I want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to see these guys stuck in this triple threat, quadruple threat tag team situations.
Braun Strowman's homie.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's not a bad place to be. You know, I feel bad saying it, but it's like, damn, Bobby Lashley could learn something from Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Like, and I think the greatest lesson he learned was from Brock Lesnar when he got punched in the head. It was like, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta slow it down before you hurt somebody.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And I think again, kudos to Daniel Bryan lasting that long and just busting his ass to that whole fucking match.
A new record.
Yeah. Well, a new record because there's so many fucking people there.
Mm-hmm.
But they were able to break so many records because the fact that it was so long. So, yeah. In that sense, it was fine. I enjoyed it for the most part, though.
So, what would you give the pay-per-view as a whole?
A 3.
A 3? I'd give it a 3.5.
I want it more. If they're gonna make this such a big event, extravaganza and shit, they should have some time. They should have had some at least 1 or 2 title changes.
I agree.
So I feel like that kind of hurt it for me is the fact that there was no change in anything. There was no. You kind of was able to predict who was gonna win and lose.
Yes. Yeah. I agree with that.
And so that's what hurts the score for me.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, it's like when you see Rusev versus Undertaker, there's no believable chance that he's gonna beat him just because of how they treated him so far. He hasn't won any belts. He hasn't been champ. It was like this guy's not the same league to beat him. It's like you could hope Triple H was gonna win that first match, but I don't think there was really a chance he was gonna beat Cena in that match.
Yeah,
like the Bludgeon Brothers, it seemed like a lock. It just seemed certain things just seemed really obvious. Like, no, it's not gonna change. Cesaro and Sheamus, that just seemed ridiculous.
Yeah,
you want to take the belts back to the same shit, like the 2 tag belts on the same show? That's not gonna.
No. They explained that they were gonna. If they would have won the belts, they would have.
Went back to Raw.
Yeah, they did explain that on SmackDown.
Okay.
They did say that, so I was like, all right. So if they won, they'll go back to SmackDown. I'm gonna go back to Raw, but I was like, I kind of want the bar on SmackDown right now.
Yeah. It seemed like that's not gonna happen anyway. It just felt like it. So yeah, it did seem very, very scripted, very, very telegraphed, rather.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, listen, we could. What's the next official one?
Backlash.
Okay, so we can look forward to hopefully a great pay-per-view where things happen.
This is the first one. Both brands are back together.
Okay.
So after this, you're gonna have co-branded pay-per-views.
And they're going to what was it before? 2 a month, or was
it was
they're going down? I know.
No, right? they both had a pay-per-view on a different month, I think.
Okay. So it's just no more co-branded. I got you. I mean,
so,
now it's both.
But the pay-per-view itself is going to be longer. They're set to the pay-per-view is supposed to be about 4 hours long.
Okay.
So they give you more time to the pay-per-view than they'll usually have.
All right, I understand. I mean, there's a lot of people there. Yeah.
So it gives you more spots. You can see all the titles on the line. It gives you the whole point. The fact that Lesnar's not there, you're always going to see a WWE title defense.
Yes, this is true.
So, unless Lesnar loses the belt, which he should have.
And I mean, at least then you won't, because they've been pretty good with like making sure US and tag always been defended at the SmackDown pay-per-views, right?
Yeah.
They've been pretty good. Okay, so yeah. Because I'm trying to think, there's nothing really missing. There's only 3 belts on SmackDown, 3 belts on Raw. So yeah.
Well, technically 4.
Whoa, what's they got?
Well, the cruiserweight would be counted with Raw.
They still haven't broken away yet?
No, they still do matches here and there on Raw. They'll still be considered under the Raw brand.
Okay, I got you. All right.
So
I have a question. Does this mean that we're always going to get a cruiserweight belt defense?
Hopefully.
All right. That's not bad.
No.
I like that. Every month a belt defense. Yeah. Okay.
And they also they do defend the belts on the show as well. So they'll do have cruiserweight title matches on the show. So as long as they do that and keep it balanced, I think it would be good.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's better for everybody, right?
You had a decent week leading into Greatest Royal Rumble. SmackDown was a fucking amazing show. 205 solid show as well.
I'm trying to remember. There was some. Oh well, there was a few matches on Raw I liked.
It was the gauntlet match on those 205 to determine the cruiserweight title match on the Greatest Royal Rumble. So Kalisto won the gauntlet match, and you had like a full five guys fighting each other for the whole hour of 205 Live.
Nice.
So you seen the technician of T.J. Perkins. You saw Mustafa Ali. You saw Gulak and Nice, and you saw Kalisto, and they all had great like times in the rings and shit like that. So that's something definitely to be watched. SmackDown wise, I think SmackDown is just a better show right now, story wise, building wise, and just how they just bring everything together. Raw did have some good stuff though.
Yeah. No, I liked. Well, I'm trying to remember.
I liked the Gable versus Jinder Mahal.
That was actually good. But did you see Jinder like the promo before while they were talking with Kurt and whatnot?
Yeah.
Like they're all like really good together. Like the interaction between the 3 of them, that was actually fun to watch.
Yeah.
The stuff that Jinder was saying, the way he made fun of him, the way he called him the kid. He's like, "Oh, what's your name?" I forgot the kid's name already, but he's like, "Oh, you grew up and you're so muscular." all right. So I'm like, yo, that's the ultimate. Oh my god. But you know what's funny? Everybody was thinking that. Yeah. Everybody was thinking that he does look like that kid. I'm just saying.
It's probably little brother.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was actually pretty good. I'm feeling that Jinder's like I hope he gets a better spotlight so he can stay showcasing how much better he's getting, because he's one of those dudes I think it's a bum rap.
Yeah.
From like the shitty Shinsuke promo thing he did, like he's gotten better.
Yeah, he gotten better. He knows how to get that crowd to hate him, and he does a good job doing it. He's getting better in the ring. Besides the whole Jeff Hardy, the mistiming, a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what? But he's not the only one that has happened to. So
no, I know, but it's still funny. I'm just saying.
Exactly. But he gotten better, and the match with him and Gable was great. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. The rest of Raw, like I have hit and miss with Raw a lot of the times.
The tag match at the end was okay. It was all right.
I didn't mind the women's thing in the end, but I kind of knew what was gonna happen.
Like, yeah, agreed.
But I liked the match for what it was, and then I knew once I saw Natty get her outside, I was like,
yeah.
No, honestly, I turned it off and left.
Oh, I was gonna say the only thing I think that's bad about that is that it just seems weird. It's like, why is she just this friend that's a mad dog that you can't come near her? All of a sudden, everybody's scared of her friend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still special treatment. Her friend is Ronda Rousey. She's not having singles matches, so it's just like she's still a special thing being brought out when you hurt her friend. It's like, come on, man. Why are you scared of her? She hasn't even. Has she won a singles match yet?
Well, she won the tag match. She hasn't had a single match yet.
You see what I'm saying? Come on.
So
they're going against this special treatment thing that they kept making her say, right? So can we have her in a regular match?
So Natty has become the big show of the women's division.
Oh shit! Why you say that?
Heel face, heel face, heel
face. You're right. But I think maybe it's a ploy. I think she's pretty good, comfortably being bad. So I think she's gonna turn a snake.
Yeah, she's gonna fight Ronda Rousey. She's gonna betray Ronda Rousey, and that will be her first match. It will be against Natty.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna probably be more of a natural heel. I don't know. She needs to find that thing where she could stay like that. Because she's not really believable as being good. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
because she's so good at being a dick.
Yeah, that's true. But I again, this the whole thing is the bringing her out just to like break someone's arm again.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, stop.
And then again, you're taking away from Nia Jax, which she just became the women's champion, and she doesn't even get highlighted as a champion right now. Everyone is worried about what Ronda Rousey's doing.
Yeah, and again, putting them in a 6-woman thing is like that's. You know what I mean? There goes the SmackDown thing again. We gotta stop with this. Let them fight singles.
Yeah, I did like the Bliss moment.
Oh, the PSA.
Yeah,
moment.
It made me laugh. Yeah. I was like, all right, I'm cool with that.
She's really good.
I love Alexa Bliss as a heel.
I see her leaving and becoming an actress. Like I see her being in TV shows and movies or something sometime soon. Like she's really good.
Yeah. But other than that, like the rest of it was just again, SmackDown does it better. SmackDown had a well-rounded show. You got Nakamura hitting AJ in the balls for again. So much. Yo, I couldn't help but it made me laugh. I feel bad for AJ because I laugh.
Don't feel bad. That's just how good Nakamura is, man.
He goes with so much power. He's like the power.
His arm starts glowing gold when he does it. Like it's good. He's really used to doing that too.
I think he like that character when he created that character, it was a heel.
Got you. Okay.
Then it put it this way, his character is kind of like what Naito is now.
Oh, okay.
Naito was kind of an anti-hero. He's not supposed to be a hate. You're not supposed to cheer Naito, but everyone likes him because he's cool.
Okay.
That was the same thing with Nakamura. Nakamura wasn't a babyface. Nakamura was a heel. But everyone started digging his gimmick and character and shit, like his music and the way he looked and shit. And people started liking him.
Okay.
So I think going heel with Nakamura was probably the smartest thing they did. Because now you have a dominant heel that could probably run with that belt and be that heel, and then have a good baby face within Daniel Bryan, AJ. And now SmackDown got baby faces now.
Mm-hmm.
They got Daniel Bryan. They got AJ Styles. Like you have a couple of baby faces. You have your core heels, and it's a good thing to do right now. Even Big Cass as a heel, he may actually be good. You'll see how he does against Daniel Bryan at Backlash, but we'll see how he does.
Yeah, he's a very well-spoken, well-dressed young man, and I think that'll carry him far if he can keep that up.
Yeah.
Like if he can keep up the talking on the mic and not, devolving into nonsense. Like before he got to this to when he came back now, he was old. He was good, but he was so. He would still flub every now and again.
Yeah.
But now he looks consistently good. So I'm hoping, like, because you saw how he shut Miz up. Like that was cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. And he's not being a gentle giant. He's a force. He wants to be a force to be reckoned with. So I guess he knows he has to really bring up the intensity, and act the part. So all right, let's go. He could be like the Kingpin, because people don't really think about that. The Kingpin is a giant. He's a giant man, but he's also super intelligent and super well spoken. So that's why I see that.
Frolic motherfucker too.
Yep, a force to be reckoned with. Like he's got brains and brawn. All right, he could be Bane. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
So
But
let's go.
They have SmackDown has a better habit of building guys, so I'm happy where it's going in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
NXT was a good NXT show.
Yep.
We got a tease of Gargano versus Aleister Black, and then Tommaso Ciampa. We also got Heavy Machinery versus
Riddick Moss and
Tito Savatelli.
Yes.
Yeah. And they actually officially broke up.
Yeah. So can I just say this looks weird? No, having been pre-recorded, but already knowing that Sanity is here on the main roster, and it's just like, damn it, they couldn't have aired this earlier. Them getting beat up, because it just makes them look bad when you think about it. They got their ass whipped by one man. I mean, I get, we know who the man is. I'm just saying, it's fucked up. The last thing that happened to Sanity was they got beat up by one dude.
But that's what they do. Like when you're going to the main roster and your last match, you lose.
But they didn't even have. EY had a match and he lost.
That was actually a good match, though.
It was a good match, and kind of sad to see him go. Cause they're on SmackDown, so they're in good hands. But like, again, I like Sanity, but I don't like to see the last thing that happened to the whole team, though. You know what I'm saying? The whole team got laid out.
Yep.
Oh shit! But you know what? Good on them. Let that black mask do what it do. You don't get up.
Also, you got Adam Cole versus Orny Larkin.
Oh man, like Orny Larkin needs something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's such a badass and good.
Yeah.
And damn it. NXT is so full of people who are super talented right now. Like it's hard to root for either one. Like I'm an Adam Cole fan, I'm an Only Larkin fan, but like I'm just glad this match was great.
Yeah.
I wish there were more belts just to give everybody one. If there was the toughest SOB belt, you give that to Only Larkin. Like I'm kind of sad there's no hardcore belt because he seems like the right guy.
Yeah.
Like he would hit you over the head with a fucking stop sign and a trash can lid, put you in a shopping cart and roll you down the stairs. Oh, shit.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, shit.
But that was a good match. I've been watching Impact. I've been actually watched the first Impact after their last pay-per-view, Redemption, it was called. They released a bunch of new belts. They re-established the belts. The belts actually don't look bad.
No, they didn't. They look cool. They look futuristic.
Yeah. I'm happy for it. They have Don Callis and what's his name? Josh. Yeah, I forgot his name. And it's on a commentating team now.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
It's not Josh Brolin. That's an actor.
Well, anyway.
Not Josh Matthews, right?
Josh Matthews, yeah.
It is, okay.
So you have Josh Matthews and Don Callis calling the matches now. My issue with this is the fact that you have two heel commentators.
Oh, really?
Calling the match because Josh Matthews had a heel thing going, and he still has that persona. So again, sometimes when they're talking about a match, they get lost about them being heels and shit, and they don't focus on the match.
Oh, okay.
But I do like Don Callis a lot, so I think that's a good look for just a two-man commentating team. I think the next big pay-per-view, which is I think Slamboree, which is going to be in Toronto.
Okay.
Well, Slammiversary is one of the two. I don't know. They have fucking weird.
Do you know if they're gonna put that one up on their Twitch or whatever?
That's gonna be a pay-per-view, so I don't think that's gonna be on Twitch.
Okay.
The one they did on Twitch was the Lucha Underground versus Impact Wrestling, which was just supposed to be like a special thing that was in the WrestleCon.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So right now, Impact is in a weird state. They are using a lot of new Lucha Underground people, which they kind of have a working agreement with. So you have Pentagon Jr. as the Impact champion. Brian Cage is there. Johnny Mundo is there. But Johnny Mundo is a signed wrestler for Impact. He's Johnny Impact now.
I saw him versus the what's the guy's name? Congo something?
Yeah, the fat bastard.
Yeah, big fat dude. Yeah, that was. I mean, the match. The match was short. It was super short, but it was entertaining. But he just got squashed. It was terrible.
So I like that Sammy Callahan and Eddie Edwards are actually making that whole shit with him busting his nose open with the bat work.
Okay, so they're still going with that angle now?
Yeah, they're still going. They made it a storyline. Again, he didn't take it personally. Shit happens and shit like that, and they just sold the story. So it made people want to watch because they want to see Sammy Callahan not get his ass kicked because he did that, Mm-hmm. They were like, oh, but that's not professional. I'm like, yeah, but they're making it so people will watch. This is the whole same shit that happened with Matt Hardy making the Broken Universe. Is he made this weird ass shit that was on his YouTube channel, and you're like, oh shit, this is part of the show, and then you actually start watching it because you want to see what the fuck did they do.
I don't know why I was looking for the song Obsolete.
Yeah.
And have ended up on Jeff Hardy's channel of him he was DJing and singing the song so that it was basically showing him make the song.
Yeah.
That was cool. But yeah, you mentioned his YouTube, and that's a part of the Broken Universe.
Yeah. So it goes to show, it shows, learn how to make your rivalry. And they actually got a lot of attention and got people to tune in because they want to see Simon Callahan get his ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a little group called Ohio versus All.
Okay.
Which is kind of like a misfits group, and they all jump them and shit like that. They in Resurrection, they had Eddie Edwards teamed with Moose and Tommy Dreamer versus them. They had a crazy hardcore match, which is probably one of the good matches on that card. That and the WWE and the Impact title match was probably my matches that you should watch on that. The rest was
all right, understood.
Yeah, but you also had some other things too. But my hits and misses with this is the fact that when they do backstage shit, it looks really fake, and it looks like they're trying to do what Lucha Underground does, but Lucha Underground has a production value to it.
Okay.
So it just looks really bad in terrible acting. This dude grabbed the doctor. It's like, oh, where's Sammy Callahan? What are you doing? And then pushes the doctor. You just hit a doctor.
Oh shit.
Your ass should be in jail right now.
So they're still trying to have some type of stilted production.
Yeah.
Where it's you have to suspend belief. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing, but WWE hasn't having doing that shit too with Roman Reigns and the U.S. Marshal bullshit.
Yeah,
but yo, seriously,
value, it makes a breaks it. Yeah.
Or common sense, yo. If I hit a doctor, I'm going to jail.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Where is the security people in this? They just let people run in and visit people.
Do you sign a waiver when you go to the back? You got listen. Sometimes the crazy wrestlers come out, and if you get hit, you can't sue us.
Exactly. So the story was that after the hardcore match, Eddie Edwards beat the shit out of Sally Callahan so bad that he went to the hospital. He got hit with the bat too, and they fucking made his swollen. They put makeup on his face and make it look really swollen and shit. Look like he got really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
So he got kind of his revenge. But Eddie Edwards, during that match, he went too crazy and he kept hitting Sammy Callahan. He kept hitting him. Tommy Dreamer trying to stop him. He kept going, and then his wife came in. And he whacked his wife with the kendo stick. So that was the whole thing. And she went to the hospital because she got hit with a kendo stick.
Okay.
The whole thing of me believing someone's going to get injured by a kendo stick, that kind of just took the belief out of it. But I see where they were going at it. So I was like, you know what? Let me not judge that. Keep going. So long story short, pretty much Sally Callahan is somehow in the same hospital as his girlfriend. And he goes to see her in a wheelchair and shit, and says he apologized to her for what he did, and then he went back to his room and shit. And you see Eddie Edwards running in the hospital from the arena to the hospital. I was like, damn, you got there fast.
Wow.
And then he yells at, "Oh, where's Sammy Callahan? Where's Sammy Callahan?" I was like, a doctor's not even supposed to tell you that.
You right. You right.
So there's, again, those are little things like that. But I see where they're going with the storyline, and it's actually not that bad to watch. So I see where they're going, and I want to see unfold and see where they go with it. The Pentagon Junior thing was pretty good. I like him as champ. The whole thing with Austin Aries. Austin Aries still has one Impact Championship, which is the Grand Champion.
Okay.
Which makes him, he's like declaring that the Grand Championship is the main belt now, seeing that he still holds it.
All right. Okay.
So Eli Drake pretty much has 2 briefcases. One was for the tag title, which he has Scott Steiner, the tag team champion. Don't even watch Scott Steiner wrestle. Like, just don't.
Okay.
This is the other thing that's bad about it, is Scott Steiner. He's terrible. It's really bad.
I wish it wasn't, but
it's bad. It's really bad. Like, this dude can't move for shit. He can't sell for shit. That the fucking Hurricanrana, Frankenstein, that everyone was, he's 47 years old and still could do a Hurricanrana. He landed on his fucking head.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
He went like a sack of bricks.
Wow, that's terrible. That's terrible.
So yeah, I don't like the whole Scott Steiner thing. Eli Drake seems like he's pretty decent on the mic. He kind of reminds me of a Miz and Mr. Kennedy had a love child.
Okay.
Guess that's how I'll describe him. Like, he has a good on the mic. He's a decent, okay wrestler. He makes the tag matches at least worth watching because he's actually pretty decent. And then Scott Steiner's just terrible. So one of his briefcase guarantees him a world title shot. One of the briefcases with the tag team titles. He has the tag team titles, so he still has one briefcase for the world title. So pretty much, he's going to fight Pentagon or Austin Aries.
Okay.
But Austin Aries has a rematch.
Because the last thing I saw was Pentagon won, and then I saw Austin Aries with the belt. So what's the deal with this whole thing?
Well, Austin Aries still has like 6 titles. He still has the Grand Slam championship.
Okay. So
he doesn't have. Yeah. Pentagon is still the Impact champion.
All right.
So he just came out and said, "I'll fuck both of you up." And
all right. Well,
so that's pretty much it. It's been all right. Again, like, I have my ups and downs with it, but I'm going to try my best to tune in. Hopefully, they give me more off of it. They have some good talent. Matt Sydal is the X Division champ, which is, if you remember, Evan Bourne. That's him. But it's okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay.
All right. I'm glad to know it's not a burning dumpster fire.
My other thing is with Brian Cage. Brian Cage is actually pretty fun to watch if he doesn't botch, and he's dangerous when he does botches.
Okay. I saw the match with him and Tessa Blanchard online. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Yeah, she actually just signed to Impact as well.
Understood. That's why I saw that they had like little snippets of her videos online as well. Okay.
Yeah, she just signed. I thought she was to go back to NXT because of Ricochet.
Why? What's the deal with that?
That's her boo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's all I got for Impact Wrestling. I will definitely try to get more, like, try to watch it more and have more for you, so we don't talk about just WWE, talk about everything.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk about the Ring of Honor event, but I don't know about that much about it. It's like a Ring of Honor. I think it's another. No. They're both having events this weekend, I believe. Ring of Honor, and New Japan.
Yeah, it's a co-brand thing.
Yeah, so like I've seen a bunch of stuff again, like, so yeah, there's so much wrestling.
Yeah.
So, all right.
There's a lot of things to talk about. We'll definitely try to get more into that Ring of Honor. If it is next week, we'll definitely try to give you like a little review and try to read, see where that goes. The War of Worlds. That's the pay-per-view coming up.
Okay, cool.
So far, the card is you have Los the Bullet Club. Yeah.
Try to say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, they have a bunch of things going on. So yeah. So the next thing is War for the World of Worlds, and then they have Bound by Honor, which is another one coming up.
Okay. All right. So again, gonna be a lot of wrestling going on.
Yep.
From everywhere.
Yep. All right. So I guess we'll wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. Follow us on Facebook at Wrestling Inc. and the Wrestling Babble boards. We are very active there. Follow us on Twitter, Work with the Mic, Recycle Inc., and everything else, YouTube, Mike Recycle Inc., Instagram, same thing. WordPress.
Tumblr, you got.
And SoundCloud
yes.
has everything. Work with the Mic has Work with the Mic and Recycle Inc. You get both podcasts on either one, so listen and subscribe.
Yep.
Stay tuned for Get Spread That's Rare podcast. And peace out.
Peace.